Hello everybody and welcome to Anarchy in the Ukulele with me, Paul Mansell. Today I'm going to be reviewing a new book by Sammy T, aka 4string Boy, which is called Low Thursday. Okay, so this is a new book that Sammy's got out and it's 11 pieces, all original pieces, and they are either for low G ukulele or for baritone ukulele. It costs €12 and you can download it from Sammy's website. We'll put a link there. Let's start off by having a little listen to one of the pieces, shall we? This is number 4. Yeah, number 4 from Low Thursday. I'm playing it on a baritone, steel string baritone, mainly because I've still got hold of this and I really like it, and I thought it sounded nice on here as well, and hopefully Sammy will as well. So let's have a little listen to that. There you go, isn't that an absolutely beautiful piece? So as I said, there's 11 pieces, all original pieces, very much in the style of Sammy T, 4string Boy, as you would expect, although it's not littered with harmonics, I would say. The book is very, very nicely laid out, so you get the tab and you get the music as well. You also, I can show you here actually, this is one of them. You also get the chord boxes, which I really like as well. I think that's really useful when you're playing along. Very, very nicely laid out indeed. The 11 pieces, the majority of them are in G, C, E, A, or if you're on a baritone, D, G, B, E. But there's about 3 pieces in there that use different tunings as well. The different tunings only ever involve retuning one string. So for example, one of them is in F, C, E, A. One of them's got an E flat in it. But Sammy explains very well how to retune your ukulele for that. All of the pieces come with videos of Sammy playing them. You know, no surprise that he plays them absolutely beautifully and flawlessly. So what about the actual pieces? Well, I must say I'm a really big fan of them. I've been playing this piece because it is a little bit tricky, this piece, so had to run through it a few times before I sort of nailed it, and I absolutely love them. I really do. I wasn't worried, but when Sammy first said he was doing a book, I thought it's just going to be all harmonics everywhere, because that's what he does, and he does it brilliantly. But it's not actually. This book, I would say, the flavour of the pieces, if you're sort of familiar with classical guitar, I would put it in the sort of Isaac Albanese or maybe even Barrios, that kind of feel. There's a lot of open strings. A lot of what Sammy does, 99% of the time, is arpeggios. So he's effectively moving up and down the fretboard, playing chords, but then he's running through the chords with his 4 fingers, okay? The lower notes then form the melody. So for example, in the piece that I just played, your melody is kind of with then that beautiful trickle of notes surrounding it. He does a lot of chord inversions as well. So sort of as you're going up the neck, you'll find yourself, you know, I was all the way up here, and some chords that you wouldn't normally play. A lot of the pieces also, to me, they're sort of in the style of the romantic guitarists, you know, the sort of Cruellies and the Carcasses. A lot of these pieces could have been written as etudes or studies, mainly for the right hand. The majority of the picking, I would say, is using 3 fingers fairly rapidly. I mean, Sammy, he puts them in order of difficulty, but he says, you know, don't worry too much about the speed. He does put a recommended speed on them, but, you know, Sammy's very capable of playing fast, but he sort of has the courtesy to say, don't worry too much about the speed. Some of the pieces also use Sammy's sort of trademark tremolo style, but he's sort of often doing a 2-finger tremolo like that, but he's only playing the sort of 2 notes, which is really nice, like that. I love the pieces in this book. I mean, I'm always extremely keen to see any new ukulele book that is original pieces, because, you know, that's where we want to go if the ukulele is going to move forward. Sammy, you know, I'm a big fan of his playing. I'm now a really big fan of his writing as well. This is just, you know, a piece that's been written by a, you know, mature performer and a mature writer as well. You know, it's a clever piece. It flows under the fingers pretty well. I went through all of the pieces, and to be honest, I had a job what one to pick to play because I enjoyed them all so much. As a teacher, I think they would be really useful for teaching different skills, not only because, you know, they're good studies, but also because they're so nice to play as well. It's nice to see a new book that can be used for the baritone as well. I must say, I've really enjoyed these pieces. I think this piece here, if I can commit it to memory, I might well sort of slip it into a concert that I do because I enjoyed it that much. I would say I don't think the pieces are for beginners, if I'm honest. You could do them slowly as beginners, and that will be good training for you. But to get them up to speed, I think you need to have been playing a little while, I would say, especially some of the latter ones. Having said that, there's not that much out there for the intermediate player onwards. So I think it's really good to, you know, see that Sam has written that. Yeah, if you are a beginner and you want to have a try of some of these at slow speed, it'll certainly be good practice for your finger picking hand, and then slowly get them up to speed. I think if you want to sort of land with playing them at the speed that Sammy is, you've probably got to have been playing for a little while, but it's certainly something to aspire to. There's no duff pieces in the book. There's beautiful performances by Sammy that are on YouTube, and you can slow them down to watch Sammy as well. Sammy's got a really unique style of playing. And one of the things I love about this book, in the foreword, he sort of says, you know, make sure that you play it in your own way. There's only one you, and only you can play the way you do. So I like that, and I love the way that he says, you know, don't worry too much about the speed, just enjoy the pieces. So I think Sammy's done a cracking job. I also think €12, this deserves to sell a lot. You know, I really think it does. I'm looking forward to seeing Sammy at the Ukulele Festival of Great Britain and having a chat and a cuddle with him. I would imagine he'll be playing some of these pieces because I know when he performs he plays a lot of original pieces, so I'm looking forward to hearing him play them as well. So there you have it, Low Thursday with an F, Low Thursday, by Sammy T, aka 4string Boy. €12, you can get it from his website. I loved it. I think you will as well. Okay, thanks for watching.